Hello, everybody. This is Jeanette Meyer from the Positive Impact Movement, and I'm here with Mabel Vonk. She's one of our members. We call ourselves PiMOVERs. So I'm really happy, Mabel, that we're here, you and me today.
Me too.
So it was so nice to have you here. And I just wanted for you to quickly introduce yourself before I place the question. Well, for everybody to know, this month in PiMove, we have a specific question that I would love for many of our PiMovers to respond. And Mabel is the first one. So she's the one that is surprised by the question. The rest
I can be honest.
So just maybe just a quick introduction so that everybody knows what you do and why you're in PiMove.
All right. So what I do, I just said I'd like to watch this video back about what it is I do, so I know what it is I do. But for the last about 2 years, I've been working as a coach with entrepreneurs and business leaders and professional athletes, and working with them one-on-one, mostly to improve their resilience and their experience of life on a very deep inner personal level, and to really reveal to them, help them work towards that experience of inner freedom and connection with themselves. Because I think that's really the best, when you have that connection with yourself, freedom, self-love, that's such a strong place to connect with other people from.
Yes.
I'm wanting to move towards, I love working with people one-on-one, but I'm really wanting to move to working with multiple people and teams and organizations and companies, because I'm fascinated by relationships and the in-betweenness between people, and what happens when people get together, and conflict resolution, mediation, all of that is a realm that working towards peace. I really want my life to be a contribution to that, and I guess I'm more about who I am. I think I'm a person who has a lot of love to give. I think we all do, but I've always noticed I have a lot, and I love people, and I love to contribute with that love and care and kindness, empathy, understanding. I love to bring that to the world and to other people, and how they relate to themselves and how they relate to other people.
That's what we've been feeling with you when you join us, when you are with us now in the community, in our meetings. And so related to that,
here it comes.
Question is, what does it mean to be a socially conscious change maker?
What does it mean to be a socially conscious
what does it mean?
change maker? Well, first, I feel the need to say, I think there might be a consensus amongst us and you and Ruben, right, about what it means, and I have not necessarily read up on that, so I can give you my own interpretation.
It's yours.
What it means for me, right? Okay.
I think it's. I think for everybody, you don't. There's no concept. Okay, in general guidelines. It's since you are it, and since we are in the community, that's our common beingness. Okay, but each of us feels it has a specific meaning, because you are you and I am I. No, so this is what I want to hear from you. What does it mean for you?
Yeah, it means for me it means for me that I don't approach the world from a place of just wanting to change the world, seeing what I think is wrong and wanting to fix it, or seeing it's broken and I'm going to do something or contribute to that to make it better, which is, of course, I can understand that comes from a good place, but I think a socially conscious change maker or change leader is someone who also asks, like, not just how can I change the world, but how is the world changing me? How am I being influenced, right, by the world, by my family, by my friends, by technology, and having an understanding with that if you really want to have a broader impact on the world or make your contribution, that really comes from diving deep into yourself and perhaps making some changes inside yourself, or some growth, call it change, call it growth, inside your own being, with which you can then go out into the world with the best or a better version of yourself, right? That can hold a space of love and compassion, and also like all the other things of who you are as a human being, of wanting action and wanting to do stuff, and energy to create, you know, but that it comes from the inside out. I think that's something we use a lot within this community, and with that, having an understanding of a deeper understanding, I think, also of how much of your experience of the world is an experience of your own thought, of your own thinking. So to not just start with the world, but with yourself, that's going to change your perception of the world. It's going to also change how you look at problems, how you look at solutions, how you look at systems, how you look at interactions and interconnectedness between different parts that will always be moving together, and how you're part of that. And from that place, I think it's a really healthy and insightful place to evaluate what's your part, what's your contribution. And yeah, and I do think we all have that drive and an understanding of, like, we have and we are this creative energy, but we also have a choice, right? And if we raise our awareness and we do that work, I think you can really step into that sense and experience of having a choice of what you're going to create, and what possibility really is, instead of limiting yourself with certain beliefs that you might have inherited from Uncle Bob, you know, for all who knows. And to take then responsibility, right, for understanding that you have a choice, and being responsible for what your part in the world is going to be, from what you're choosing, how you're choosing to create, how you're choosing to show up. And I think, the other word that comes to mind is hope, right? To be a person of hope. That I think also to believe that there is a social fabric, you know, that there's an importance to the social fabric between us, and that when we all come together, we are so much more, you know, not just stronger, but our beingness can evolve into so much more, and so much more creativity and possibilities. And like you often say, you know, our together we are limitless. And I think there's also that sense of hope in that, of for humanity, and what we can do when we collaborate and get together, and but from our individual, also from our personal individual mindful way of being.
From who you are, you know, what
from
you
who we
being.
are.
It's this respect of who you are, that coming with others, together with others, it just gets empowered, this this being that you are.
Yeah.
Because it's this respect of not, there's no judgments, there's nothing, it's just you, and together we're strong, we're empowered, no? We're limitless.
Yeah. As you say that, what comes to mind, because I'm a big fan of interpersonal neurobiology, the field, and like as you say that, like there's enough respect for everyone's individuality and differences, right? And unique contributions, so there's enough differentiation, but not too much that integration is no longer possible, and the integration of that working together is no longer possible. And I think that's also a journey and a process of discovery and openness, and I want to say like I'm not sure if a search is the right word, but definitely an exploration. I love the word exploration of then who you are and what your uniqueness is, and with your relationship.
No?
Discovery. Yeah, and then asking yourself that question in terms of respect, right? How much have you been, or are you really respecting who you really are, and bringing that out, or do you live under other rules of society or other people's standards or rules of community?
I love that you said. Well, I love the fact that you said that it's we live from the inside out, no, and also to observe, no, to observe our thoughts and what we create, no, and our perceptions. At the end, it's really looking inside and from there create to the outside world, no, through this respect. Of who we are, this integrity for who we are, no? And I guess that by doing that, it's when we are really able to connect with other ones like us that are opening to us the way we are opening to them, no? Because when you are from the inside out, then you're talking like I'm talking now to you. I'm talking to you like I am, no? And with what I feel openly, without the judgments outside, no, because it's me and you and me being for you. So this is what then inspires and grows me. Through you're being my mirror also, in what I share with you, and you what you share with me. So.
And I think what I hear and what you said that I think is so important, and how when you show up just as Jeanette with your love and your calmness and your curiosity and understanding, like just from your true self, like it also does something for you in terms of your own energy, right? As you said, it also fascinates or energizes yourself, because now you're no longer suppressing or putting energy into who you think you need to be, but you can actually just release and just be, which is indeed very energizing. And then the ball goes back and forth.
Yes,
right? Me showing up in that similar way, and we can bounce and build, I think, also of each other. When I've been with you, I always feel like I had such a warm shower, and that's partially you, and it's partially a reflection of what I've been giving out probably too, right?
Yes, no, and probably not, surely. Surely. Yes. So this really, I loved it. I love it because you're an example of what I see as a socially conscious change maker. And and thank you. and by asking the question, I love it because you will explain it in a way, in your way. I explain it in my way, and someone else will explain it in their way, no? And it will be so beautiful to see all of us how we express something from the inside out, that we feel the same, but it's has a different view because we are unique, each of us, you know.
Yeah.
So yes, I appreciate.
What will be different and what will be similar, and
yes.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing everyone else's videos.
Yes.
Yes,
So thank you so much, Mabel. Really super nice to have you here with me and having our conversation, and to see you now in a while in in our meeting in PiMOVE.
Likewise. Thank you for the question.
You for being here.